Deshae Frost is officially in deeper trouble than ever before. If you thought getting canceled for the leaked boat footage was bad, wait until you see what I can only call the absolute worst apology video in the history of the internet. This week, the internet went up in flames after a clip dropped showing Deshae losing his mind on a woman because she simply didn't want to go to his room. She says he wanted one thing, she said no, and that's when things got ugly. He threw her wig into the ocean and then followed it up by hitting her so hard she hit the deck.
Nigga lost his mind. Go throw it. I don't give a I'm not bald head. I'm not your sister. What you talking about?
Alright, bet that. Alright, bet that. I swear to God. No, I swear to God. What I'm doing?
Oh, go. Oh, go. Yeah. Nah. I'm just coming downstairs, bro. It's too much.
It's all there on camera, but somehow, Deshae thinks he can talk his way out of this. Usually, when you drop an apology video, the goal is to say, I messed up, there's no excuse, I'm sorry. Simple, right? Well, Deshae decided to go a different route. He spent the better part of an hour listing every single reason why what he did wasn't actually that bad. He starts off with the classic, it's never okay to hit a woman line, which is great, but then immediately follows it up with a but. He claims he's not making excuses, yet he spends the next 20 minutes trying to convince us that our own eyes are lying to us. Here's where the logic starts to crumble.
Before this video starts, I'm going to say it's never okay to hit a woman. Ever. I know I might clip farm a lot and say things or whatever for clips or anything, but at no point should a man ever put their hands on a woman. And I take full accountability and responsibility for that, and I'm sorry, and I've expressed that to her after situations 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and everything from this video, I just want to get that across. I'm not making excuses. I did a thing, and I appreciate everybody, you know, getting on my ass and all these things, but I just wanted to tell my truth of how everything just led up. First things first, I want to say is I will never, ever put my hands on a girl who's never put their hands on me, okay? I'm not a person to initiate and do things and try to hit a girl because, you know, just out of the strength of just arguing or anything like that. This was from season 2. This was from 2022 or 2023, 4 years ago. And she was one of the girls that she came on the show. I brought her on the show and everything. And during the whole show, like, she was the only person who was literally like, I don't know, like physical, and she was hitting me. She was doing these things, which I had to cut from YouTube videos because of monetization. And she would hit me and all these things going back and forth and yelling, going back and forth and doing these things. And it kind of was just got to a point where I kind of didn't want to deal with that. And you know, I was drunk. And like I said, anything I say in this video is not to make anything right. This is not to make anything right. This is not make things easier. This is not an excuse for anything. This is just me telling this story. And I feel like nobody should ever put their hands on a girl. Ever. It don't matter how mad you get. It don't matter anything. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting or anything, unless like you literally like are getting punched 100 times or whatever, something just to throw her out the way or move her out the way. But yo, I think that just doing that was just up. You know what I'm saying? It was up. We were arguing, you know, there's been things off cameras where she would hit me and all these things like that. And I'm trying to talk to her and vibe her and like that. And what happened at the boat situation is that we were yelling, arguing, and she had just said things. I heard she said that I did this because I couldn't like, or something like that. Bro, that argument happened, whatever, because she was saying crazy things, which I had to cut out, and saying crazy things about my family.
Deshae claims that this girl was being physical with him throughout the entire show and that he only reacted because he thought he was about to get hit. He's basically asking us to be charitable and give him the benefit of the doubt because of unseen footage. But here's the problem. We saw the full hour of that episode. We watched him antagonize her, follow her around, and badger her to be alone with him.
Damn! It's too hot for that. Like, that's to go.
Okay, I will.
Wig off. Wig off.
Throw this in the ocean.
Don't throw my wig in the ocean. I'll literally kill you if you throw my wig in the ocean.
Alright, bet.
Deshae. What? Don't throw my wig. Don't not throw that girl wig in the ocean.
Who gonna stop me?
What you mean? Try to grab it? Don't throw it.
I'm gonna
We're
try
not
to
trying to
grab
stop
it.
you. Just don't
No,
throw
I'm gonna try to grab it. I'm not gonna go too far, but don't.
my wig. I don't like. You're gonna pay for it.
How? It's good, bro. Get that camera.
What are they talking about?
I have no idea.
In that entire hour, she didn't lay a finger on him, not once. He was the aggressor from start to finish. Let's look at how the fight actually started. It wasn't because she was disrespecting his family like he claims. The footage shows him walking up to a group of women and throwing a water bottle at her just to get her attention. When she wouldn't leave the safety of the group to go off with him, he started calling her ungrateful. He threw her wig, something he didn't pay for, into the sea. Even after that, she didn't attack him. Most people would have lost it right then, but she stayed back. He was the one who kept pushing until he finally swung. The most delusional part of his explanation has to be the mush comment. He literally said, "I didn't slap her, I mushed her." Man, we saw the hand connect with her face. Whether you call it a mush, a shove, or a slap, you put your hands on a woman who was backing away from you. And then he tries to claim they were kissing afterward. He's trying to paint this picture of a toxic, mutual relationship to shift the blame, but the victim isn't having it.
You guys know me, I'm a very family man. I was just talking about my sister, all this other shit. She could all crazy to cut out. All she was all doing this, my family, talking about my family members, my different type of things, just up and being big and bad, you know. And me as a man, I lowered my morals and I went down to her level. Any guy that would hit a girl and do those things or whatever, you're lowering your how can I say, your respect. You're lowering your respect for yourself and you're going down to her level. And as a man, you should never do that. She definitely was trying to irritate me and get on my nerves and do all these things. So when we're on the boat and she got up, I thought she was good enough to hit me again, and I just mushed her. My main thing is I was never trying to hurt her. I never like slapped her, but from that angle, it looks really bad. It looks really bad. But I mushed her ass. I mushed her ass over there. I mushed her ass out because I was not finna be hit. I was not finna go in that, and I just walked away. But with that situation, I seen things she was doing. She was saying, talking about, yeah, one of the all these different things, and it's like, bro. After that, I apologized. We was kissing, and I'm gonna put clips in here too. But we was kissing, and you're saying you didn't let me, you didn't want me to after you literally gave me some head. And I don't not to put your business out there, but you gave me some head. Yeah, another thing, just even things like even she's doing now, just saying that like when she sees my sister, she's gonna fight her and do these things. She's been waiting like all this time to see her in person. That is up. And you feel all these things, and it's just like, bro, 3 years later, what was this energy 3 years ago when that thing actually happened, and all these things? And mind you, she said way more worse things that, you know, that I'm not even gonna say crazy things just about my sister and her personal things and doing things and just saying things about my families in general.
And this is why he's truly cooked. The girl in the video just went live. She denied every single lie he told, the intimacy, the hitting him, all of it.
I gave who head? Did he say I gave him head? Why would I be doing all of this if I did anything with that man? He said that? Can one of y'all send me the video where he said that? That's going to my lawyer, promise you. I'm gonna pull up the screenshots. I'm gonna put it on the live. Hold on. This was when he was lying again, saying that we had, and here's messages right here. And then hold on, let me show you another. Keep my name out your mouth and don't ever lie on me. That's the last thing I'm gonna ever say to you. Don't speak to me again. He's been lying on his y'all. He's been lying. These messages are from 2023. He's been saying we had sex and I did whatever. Here's the proof. Never had sex with that man. Let me pull this picture back up again. I said, you had me talking to your weird daddy, asking a bunch of weird. All I want to know is, did we fuck or not? Because we didn't. I could have told my dad how you put your hands on me. Then that would have been a bigger problem. So let's keep cute. You have a great day. He literally tells the world that his is little. Like, boy, I would never. He said you gave him head. He's a liar. He also said I hit him. I never hit him. He's a liar. You didn't see me kiss him. You saw him kiss me. It's okay. He will be hearing from my lawyer. Promise you that. Let me call my mom real quick, y'all. You say he didn't apologize, but in your life, you say he apologized. I said he didn't apologize to me after everything went on. They say he didn't say we had sex. They said that I sucked his, that he's going around telling people that I sucked his. Write that down for the lawyer. lying.
He said it on a social media platform.
Yes.
I
Yes.
hope somebody screen recorded that as proof. Now they got this thing going around where after y'all left off the boat, you kissed him and was holding his hand walking down the thing or whatever.
Didn't I just tell you I didn't kiss that? I just told you he kissed me. Like, what the?
No, I'm gonna show you the video.
Mom, I seen the video. Get off my phone, bro. Like, is she good? The nigga kissed me, and he said you slapped him first. He's a liar. He's a liar. Let me send him a voice message, y'all. He won't reply to none of my DMs. He won't reply to my DMs. And then you're going online saying that we had sex or I gave you head. You're a liar. You know I never put my hands on you. You can't put that on Bali. You can't put that on your little sister that I did anything with you or that I put my hands on you. Yo.
She's officially announced that she's retaining a lawyer and taking legal action for the things he said in that apology. He could have just stayed quiet or been sincere, but by trying to tell his truth, he might have just handed her a defamation case on a silver platter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is there any coming back from this? Catch you in the next one.